Loomia is a discovery platform for media and other kinds of companies, and our goal is to help people discover things that are relevant to them without them needing to search for it. So think about it as the other half of information retrieval. If you know the keyword, you search for things. If you don't know the keyword, something like, say you're looking for some music or a fun new game or application, then discovery tools help recommend things to you based on your own personal preferences. So we provide that to other companies like the Wall Street Journal or Audible.com and even the Fox News website. But the key thing is that there's just millions and millions of choices for content online or on mobile phones. So for example, say you're trying to pick a new application to download for your cell phone. Well, there might be 10,000 or 100,000 choices, but you have a very short amount of time. So discovery tools like recommendation engines can help identify what things you'd be really interested in and bring them to your attention very, very quickly and efficiently. So the real problem is that there's just too many choices, and sometimes there's economic value for those choices, right? A company that's trying to sell games for cell phones wants you to buy the game, and if they don't show you something that's compelling quickly enough, you won't buy. Somebody like Audible.com, they're trying to sell you audiobooks. If they don't show you something that keeps you interested, then you won't subscribe to Audible. So we actually help increase the amount of connections between the great content that's out there and the things that you're actually looking for. Or when someone's actually on the site, they tend to leave very, very quickly. And the challenge sometimes is that users came from somewhere else. Like say you did a search on Google, and you end up on a website like the Wall Street Journal. The challenge for a website like that is how do they capture you and keep you there so that you can just keep coming back again and again, trying to build some brand value. So what we can do is identify, well, we know what kind of things you're interested in, we know what kind of things you're not interested in, we might even know that you came from Google. Well, have you seen this article? This is something that would be really relevant to you. And by capturing your attention with something that's relevant out of a sea of other choices that aren't so good, we actually do keep people around longer. And additionally, if it's a site that's trying to sell something, we can help increase the amount of sales that are actually happening. Some of our biggest challenges are that every single website is a little bit different. And so over time, we've increased our touch points with the website from just, for example, initially, if you were buying an audiobook on Audible.com, we might just say, well, here's some related items. And then eventually we expanded to show you things in the shopping cart that were relevant, show you things on the home page that were personally relevant to you. And then over time, we even got into social recommendations using information from the Facebook APIs. So really what the future looks like for us is expanding more and more the touch points that we have. So instead of navigating a web that's basically static, where there's an editor who says, this is what everybody sees, really the future is going to be a web where you come from a search engine or Facebook or some website. You're there for a short amount of time, and really the navigation needs to customize itself to show you something that's personally relevant and get your attention. So I think in the future, what you'll see companies like Loomia do is actually change the way that navigation works on the web.